Hello guys, so today we are going to make Japanese cotton cheesecake. It's definitely very different from a regular cheesecake, but I'll tell you guys a little bit about that once it's done and you can see what it looks like and everything. But here is exactly what we need for it. So sugar, obviously you need anything, sweet, you need sugar. A little bit of cornstarch, cream cheese, of course, because it is a cheesecake. Some milk and cake flour. You could use regular flour, but it really is recommended that you use cake flour. Some butter and eggs. And all of these ingredients should be room temperature in order for the cake to be the best of the best. So anyways, first things first, I have boiling water there for a double boiler, because what you need to do is take your cream cheese. So it asks for 228 grams. Here we go. So you take the cream cheese, so this is room temperature. I mean, you can see it's all mushy and soft already. And then you take 200 grams of milk, which I have already here, and you just put them together. Now, preferably it is nice to have full fat milk or whole milk, full fat milk. I'm using 2% in this case because that's all I had, and it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it is recommended full fat. So if you have it, use that. If not, it's fine too. So just kind of break the cream cheese apart into the milk mixture, and then what you want to do, I just realized that this pot has handle, so I hope this works. Oh, it does. Awesome. So you want to put this on a double boiler because you are going to melt this cream cheese. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it needs to be completely melted. Alright, so the cream cheese has melted all together in here, and it feels definitely thicker than what it was before, so you'll definitely notice the difference, but it is much smoother. Now make sure that your oven is preheating to a 300-degree temperature. So now that this is all melted, and while it's still hot, you want to take a half a stick of butter, unsalted butter, obviously. So I just got regular. Take a half a stick and slide that right in there. You can break it apart a little bit ahead of time if you want to make sure it's melting there a little bit faster, but since it is all room temperature, oop, you just heard that. Let's see, I went 300. There we go. We'll be good to go in just a second here. But take your butter mixture and just mix it all in here really well. So this is a great opportunity for the butter to melt because it is still hot. But you don't want it to be super hot because we will put our eggs in here in just a minute. I'll move that out of the way. And I'll scoot you guys over here. So, as you can see, it is all melted and all in there super nice. Then what you want to do, meanwhile, while this was melting on the stove, I separated 6 eggs. So here are my egg whites, and here are my yolks. Trust me, there are 6 in there. I broke a couple as I was dumping them in there, but make sure that they are very well separated and your bowls are very clean, because we do have to whip these up really well. Alright, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your egg yolks, and I'm going to take about, I guess if I'm looking at it on the other side, it's about 50 milliliters, so it's a little bit more than 1/8 of a cup. It's supposed to be 40 grams. I'm trying to get it converted over, but so anyways, I'm going to take my egg yolks and shake that in there, and then I am gonna go ahead and whip them up for you guys. Got my pans already ready to go here. And you can hand mix them. That's what I did last time, but it was just way too much work, and I'm gonna go ahead and just use an electric, just a hand mixer this time around. So watch out for the noise. Alright, so you want to do them just until they're light and fluffy like that. That looks perfect. So I got the cheese mixture here, the cream cheese and the milk. Bowl is a little cooler, and I'll mix this all in here. I hope that you guys can see.
Mommy.
Yeah?
Look.
And mix it all in. So this is what it looks like now, and I actually did pretty well about not getting very many lumps in there, so I'm excited about that. So that is that. Okay, so we are gonna get our flour in now. Clean this up a little bit. Okay. And it is 60 grams of flour, which is about 1/4, a little over 1/4 of a cup. You're gonna sift everything to make sure that you get the most perfect cake ever. So I put that in a sifter. This is 60 grams of flour, or about that. And I'm gonna just sift it in here and then mix it. So mix that all into the batter. And try not to over mix, because that will kill some of the airiness and the lightness of the cake as well. And then only 20 grams of cornstarch, so about a little less than half of that. All done, and I've managed to create a huge mess. But again, just mix that all together. It's starting to look like a very liquidy batter. I'm gonna go back to my bowl right here, get my sieve ready, and just dump the batter right into it. Okay, almost. There we go. So as you can see, there's the batter just flowing right through. Scrape my sieve here on the bottom. Make sure all the goodness is back in the bowl. Shake the batter a couple of times. Get some really big air bubbles out of here. So I am gonna whip up this egg whites. So for your egg whites, you need 2/3 of a cup of sugar to gradually fill in there. And you are looking for soft peaks, so I'll show you what that looks like. So let's get started. There we go. This is just perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my batter, and then what you do, a little bit at a time, like in maybe 3s or so, take your egg whites and fold them in. So try to, again, not over mix it. Okay, wow, this is a bowl that barely fits in here. So that is what it looks like. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to get ready pan. So I'm using a springform pan, and well, you know where the bottom comes off and whatnot with the little buckle thing here. So I'm going to spray this. I only have coconut oil handy, so I'll spray it with that. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to put parchment paper on top, but it does help it stick a little bit more to it if I spray it first. So stuff it in there. And then you want to take some more parchment paper. So this is a huge long thing. I'm going to fold it in half because it's going to raise a lot in the oven. Kind of like this. It's kind of hard to get it in there, but do your best. Can you see that? And then that's what it kind of looks like from the inside. It's going to be better once the batter is in here because it's going to, you know, fill it up. So, all right, here we go. Pour, 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 pour. Ah. All right, come on. I'm going to put the water bath on the second rack down below and hope that that will still do the same trick. So, and I'm just going to use a regular, like has a little bit of a lip so you can fill it up with water. And then you bake it for an hour and a half. Alright, you guys, they're out of the oven. So they did fall quite a bit. They were up to, like, this one was up to about right there. But that's okay. I'll eat it anyways. And I didn't really get the parchment paper in there right, so it's kind of lopsided there. And this one I put in a little bit later, so it's a little lighter in color up there, but this one did crack a little bit, so I decided to take it out a little bit earlier. So let me take off the parchment paper so you can see what they look like, and they're still warm. So what, oh, I did want to let you know what I did is after the hour and a half was over, I did open up the oven door and I put my oven mitt in here, and I left it like this, and that I turned off the oven and everything. So it's supposedly not, this prevents them from falling, but I mean obviously it didn't work, but maybe it would have fallen even more. So I did take the edge off and it kind of split because the parchment paper was stuck in there, but whatever, I don't really care how it looks. So I'm gonna turn it around. Ta-da! On the plate it is. I think it looks pretty nice. Couple black pieces there, but and it should be cooled all the way down. It's not bad. Well, it's still warm. The one thing about this cake is that it does taste very eggy. So if you're not like a fan of eggs, you probably won't like this. And you really cannot taste the cream cheese as much as you think that you would. But nevertheless, it's a great cake. And voila, that's the other one. I just had an extra packet of cream cheese, so I was like, why not? So you can tell this one was in the oven a little bit longer because I made this one first. I don't really know which one I prefer more or less. I'll see how they taste as far as see if I can tell a difference, but they look amazing. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you will go and make this. It's super easy. And it does take a long time, but it's just something different, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys an inside shot of the cake. It is still a little warm. It's definitely not cooled down all the way, but I just couldn't wait to eat it anymore. It's kind of late, and I really wanted to have a bite before I went to bed. So here it is, and it actually, I haven't tried the other one yet, but this is the second one, the little lighter one, and it turned out perfect. So I hope the other one is not too dry, but if you see that, it's just light and airy. See if I don't know if you can tell, but it's super, super light and airy. And this is what it looks like with the piece missing. And yes, I ate the whole thing. And these two cakes will probably be gone by the end of the day tomorrow. Just an FYI. Don't judge. It is that good. And while I'm eating that, I'm watching my neighbor Totoro. Well, you can't really see him. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope you really enjoyed this. And please, please, please try to make it at home. I mean, I made 2 in one night, so it's not that complicated. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!